Holy rips. Holy rips. I was folding laundry, guys, and I came back to a tag that asked me if I was in the long and had no idea that that was taking place. Do you guys know what happened? Because I have a hat on, we're longing? Is that the deal? All right. What's up, Smokey? Congrats on the TPT passing. Zanuck, welcome. Moxie, welcome. Mock, welcome. We got people still slowly filing in. The bounce off 170 made sense. I did not expect, you know, I don't know, 80-point ripper to the upside. So that's a little intense. Was there like tariff news or something? Is Trump talking? What's up, Tim? What's up, Jeff? I caught a little bit of the downside. As you can see, my P&L's at 190, so I'm up 190 on the night. Trade deal with Japan? Okay. All right. Kaz, Trump tweeted deal with Japan. Okay. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. I saw, like, when I got back to my desk, I saw orders stacked in from, like, 330 or 235 to 260. Looks like we have orders stacked all the way up to 300 now. Let's see what kind of size we have up here. There's like, I don't know, 90 orders. But there's 30 blocks stacked all the way up to 300, it looks like. So we could be in for a little more upside, actually. What's up, Jordan? Thomas, welcome. Kaz, welcome. Brad, welcome. Jeff, Tim. I am out. Welcome. I am out. No, I generally don't trade ES. I have it here. It looks like if we get another like 5-6 points of upside on the ES, though, we probably will get a print. What's up, Shark Trends? How are you? Yeah, we still got people slowly filing in. I'm not sure, like a little over 50 in here right now. But man, if you guys were on that long, what's up, Fernando? How are you? If you guys caught that long, man, what a nice break. That was a big move for Globex, for sure. What's up, James? What's up, Haffy? So how are we doing tonight? Did anybody catch... What's up, Dr. Zay? Did anybody catch that move? Like, did any of you guys catch it? That's the question. What's up, Zipster? Okay, so Doctor caught it. James caught it. Anybody else? I'm assuming Smokey caught it if he's saying he passed 5... Oh, no. Yeah, so he passed 5 TPTs today. Okay. You're done for the night / tomorrow, James? All right. Got the ES pop, Jordan. Okay. 5 micros. Koba caught it. Yeah, I mean, if you were a part of that move on most props, that's max profit. Depending upon your sizing. But yeah, that's a heck of a move for a Globex session, guys. Yeah, Shark Trends, I didn't catch it either. I caught a little bit of this downside. You know, 9 points or so, it looks like. 9.5 points. But I did not catch the move up. Jordan caught it. All right, GG's, guys. That's big profits on a Globex session, for sure. You might not even have to trade tomorrow. I mean, this is some pretty aggressive upside. Let's take a look at the daily. We still didn't work our way back down to that daily 20. Man, the daily 20's at 23K now. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's just crazy talk. Oh no, Danny boy, you were short when that happened? Hopefully you had a stop in. I mean, my gosh, where are we gonna, where's the stop? I feel like 270 could have a little resistance. Man, does anybody else have a hard time trading all-time highs? I have the most difficult time trading around all-time highs. Max, you're waiting for the retest of 55 to 60? I mean, the interest is definitely higher. I don't know if you're going to get it. It might just straight rip. What's up, Rice? Nims, it'll be over tomorrow. Nims, you're always... Yeah, all right. All right, Nims. Here we go again, guys. Here we go again with the outrageous predictions out of Nimkins. Tonight I will be trading my MyFunded Futures account. Yeah, that's what I've got up there P&L wise. Okay, I'll be trading the MyFunded Futures account. So when I flip over to the other charts, that's what that is. Rice, you're long from 244. Okay. What's up, Daniel? How are you? Rice is struggling with the autocorrect. We'll see what happens when Asia opens here in a couple minutes. What's up, Kev? Daniel, my day was good. My day was good. I think I made a little over 700 today. I didn't trade all day, though. I took one trade and was done. I got trailed out of the stop or of the short from 300, just below 300. There was one candle that kind of snapped back like 40 points around there. What's up, Hyder? It snapped back about. What's up, Rich Girl Mel? It snapped back about 40 points on me and caught my trailing, unfortunately. But the trade would have played out. Today was a slaughterhouse for you, Pieter. Hey, what's up, Streetsy? How we doing? I had the read today, guys. I mean, it was my pre-market looked like this. Short entry from 23,350. Unfortunately, it got to 23,349.75. So all these short targets would have gotten hit today. So hopefully you guys who have access to that were able to get on before 300 and were able to survive that pullback under 300. I did not catch it. Did not catch it. Mad New York session, but killer Globex tonight, Moxie. Yeah, yeah. Globex is. We've had like what 3 weeks of nothing, and then you have one Trump tweet that sends the market going crazy, almost 100-point pump at this point. What's up, Impulse Waver? How are ya? All right, looks like we got that smack off 270. Just shy of 270. And we got some volatility tonight. I might have to actually... I'm good, Impulse Waver. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, Jordan, yeah, of course. I take a break after one trade at times. If it's a good trade, I take a break after one trade sometimes. I take the rest of the day off sometimes if it's a good trade. All right, well, that snapped back quick. We do have a block down here at 200. I don't know what kind of size it is. I don't think it's that big. So I feel like maybe this is acting like the magnet right now. It looks like somebody's trying to layer in every 5 points. From 70 all the way up to 300. That's about right, Mock. Like, I go live, and the market will turn into just complete chop. That's about right. Why do I have a feeling, though, that this move is going to get completely retraced at some point? All right, we got 110 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you as always. Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, if you've had a good day, if you're green, there's no reason to give it back, especially if you're feeling anxious. There is zero reason to get into a trade if you're already positive. Don't let a green day turn red, ever. At this point, you're just waiting for that A+ setup. And however you define an A+ setup for you and your trading style. Grumpy, never. All right. I honestly think we're going to retrace this whole move. I do think downside. Grumpy, I caught a piece of it. I caught a piece of the downside today. I got trailed out, though. I got trailed out. I caught like 37 points of that downside move. I had I think it ran 60 for me and then snapped back quite a bit. Wish I could have held on to it. I think I screenshotted it in Discord as well. Let me see if I can find it. Should have just held through it, but it was so volatile at that time. It was so volatile. Yeah, here it was. This is what I was going for. Unfortunately, it snapped back on me. So I had moved my stop down to like 70 at one point, and it snapped back on me. What's up, last gig? It's going good. It's going good. I should have just hopped on this short. All right, we got 150 people in here now. What's up, Zen Zen? How are you? Oh, you're in the short, Grumpy? All right, nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't want to enter anywhere around central pivot though. If we can get a pullback up and hold under 250, I'm not opposed to hopping on. But my risk would have to be, it's going to have to be 20 points above 270. So it's going to be a big loss if it does want to go higher. Volume just spiked on ES. Yeah, the previous all-time high swing at 23,112 was what held us up today. The pullback is over. I don't know. We'll see. ES is at support right now as we speak. Last gig, because a lot of times it's chop around central pivot. Like, this is a lot of up and down to sit through. I'd rather be trading into central pivot so that I can decide if I want to get out after price hits there and has the reaction. What's up, DS? How are you? Hitman, we actually can't go higher than 243 because that's your break-even stop. Well, I mean, majority of interest is higher, but we did finally see some selling pressure on the market, which is a good thing. That's a great thing. Like, we can't continuously go upside. Need some relief. All right, I'm gonna try the short here. Oh, wrong symbol. Thank goodness I have that account locked. But now I'm late. What's up, Z? How are ya? Welcome. Did anybody catch that upside move? I know a few people told me that they did. I know Grumpy did. Jack says yes. Okay. Combo says yeah. $50 off 2 micros. All right. Nice. Nice. Zipster, you're short 10 micros right now. I like it. I like the full retrace of this news. I just got to find an entry. I had the entry, but I was on the wrong chart, on the wrong account. $240.25 Zipster. That's a good entry. I was trying to get above 40. Mel, Japan tariff deal. Trump announced a tariff deal with Japan. I amount I usually go 1 mini, at least on the Globex sessions, but I'm usually anywhere from 1 to 3 minis. Man, I had the entry there. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. This is why I hate trading multiple accounts. I hate trading multiple accounts. Yeah, Grumpy. I mean, streaming and trading is a little difficult, right? Especially if you want to be engaged with the chat. There's a lot going on. It definitely adds a new dynamic and a lot more quote-unquote noise. But you kind of get used to it. Globex is a nice time to stream because the markets generally aren't moving as quickly. It hasn't been that bad. I mean, we're going on month number 3 now. And I think overall the Globex sessions, I'm up 13K. Trading a couple hours each night. So it's not bad. Once you get used to it. But it takes some time. You'd forget the chat existed. Most do, Grumpy. Most do. Oh, nice, Alex. Happy, because I'm risk averse. I don't like the idea of taking a loss that's a $200 loss, copy trading it across my 8 accounts, and it's really a $1,600 loss. I'd rather just trade them individually. I don't want to copy trade. I'm much more comfortable just trading one, knowing that I have that reserve if I do take a loss. But that's just me. Like, if you're comfortable copy trading a bunch of accounts, by all means, have at it. But if you're, you know, you max loss on a day that, you know, what would be a $1,000 loss or a, you know, $1,200 loss, multiply that by 20 or more in some cases. That would make me sick to my stomach. That would absolutely make me sick to my stomach. Just pretend they don't exist and don't max loss. Yeah, any loss. I mean, when you're multiplying it out by that. But then, honestly, the one company that allows that then you have to sit there and worry when you request a payout if it's going to be accepted or not, or if you're even going to get your money. So I don't know. It's just me. I mean, obviously you guys do, like if you copy trade accounts, that's fine. You can make a lot of money really, really quick, but you can also lose a lot of money really, really quick. As soon as you saw the level pull up when I got on, you knew your position was cooked. Yeah, I am out. I think my fund of futures, do they allow 5 accounts now? They used to only allow 3 accounts. Oh, I'm so upset. Oh, I am out. They allow 5 now? Okay. So they've stepped it up a little bit. I would be short from 243 right now. Unfortunate. Yeah, last gig, just hang on. I think you might get the full retrace. You might have a little pullback here. But the move back through 220 down to 190 should be relatively quick if it can snap. Yeah, last gig, you're in a good spot. There's no reason to worry. At least not yet. If it gets back above 236, I would start to question my position, but I know last gig there hasn't been movement lately. It's a good Globex session for sure. Just unfortunate I wasn't around for this move. All right, we got 182 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I'm sure it'll be a little bit busier tonight with how active the markets are. So hopefully I can catch a trade. But while I'm waiting for an entry, how did everybody trade today? Did anybody catch the short from the top? I'm curious. Those of you that have access to my trading plans, did you catch the short from the very top? Caught the long crip walk. Okay. Oh no, Roger got chopped up. Goldilocks. No, I don't follow patterns like that. My trading's really simple. Support and resistance and pivots combined with order flow and the DOM. Oh, nice, Mel. What's up, Ricky? Workout in the way, Tim. Oh no. Willie missed the short, but rode the unicorn up for the bounce. Yeah, the previous all-time high bounce on the Nas was ideal, really. Right around that 110 area. Thanks, Return of the Trader. Yeah, Brad, I mean, I don't know. ES, I would like it back almost into 63.40, to tell you the truth, for any kind of bounce. You're just kind of falling back in that range between 63.50, let's see, what is this? 63.57 and 63.40. It looks like that's kind of the sideways action, the range, so to speak. But we could have an active evening tonight. We already got almost 190 people in here right now. What's up, Justin? How are you? Last gig, I'd probably be front running 200 right now. That's just me. If it wants to fully retrace, like if you start to see it get aggressive down there into 200, I would probably pull it all the way down to 170. Just above. Yeah, thanks, Hitman. Yeah, guys, if you could, smash that thumbs up button for me. Also, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. Been trading for 4 years. If you want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. We're not selling you any courses or mentorships. Just trying to provide a chill place to hang out and have other traders to talk to. We're not shoving affiliates or copy trading 20 accounts here. Pine had a fun moose race. Azo, I made a little over 700 today. I was short from just below 300 on the rejection of 300, but there was a 1 minute candle that snapped back 40 points and caught my trailing stop, so I wasn't able to get to full target. It did eventually go and hit full target, but I wasn't able to hang in there. What's up, his Royal Trades? How are ya? Ricky, why the short bias? Sellers actually stepped up today. You finally, especially with earnings tomorrow, I have a feeling you're going to see a little bit of take profit going into those earnings plays, since we pushed new all-time highs. Previous all-time highs at 110, 112 held today. Let me zoom out. But you can kind of see it held today. That was the bounce spot. Oh, Harry, I tried to re-enter. It was just too late. I tried to re-enter. Oh, you mean on the short earlier today? Is that what you're talking about, Harry? Oh, because it got really quick. I've learned not to chase. Like, if you miss your trade idea, the worst thing you can do is try and chase. You might be rewarded from time to time, and today I would have been rewarded. But once I miss my entry, my trade idea, I don't chase anymore, no matter what happens. I wait for the next level to get traded and see if I can catch something off of it. It kind of happened on the open today, too. My short idea was from 350. But it didn't quite get to 350, and it came up one tick shy. And then once it broke 300 to the downside and retested and was holding below, that's when I entered. And I wrote it down for, I think I was up 60 points on the trade at one point, and then it snapped back like 30 points on me. Kevin, you're always long. You're always long. But we'll see if this can hold. Let's see. Just one mini, he says. You might get the pullback into central pivot here. But you're on the ES, and you're at 63.50. I've got resistance now sitting at, well, right where we're at almost. 63.53, 63.54. All the way up to 57. Close your eyes and buy gold. No, let's not do that. Well, here comes that, the quick move back down. Oh, no. No, Majima. I don't trade crypto. Sorry to disappoint. I have that question asked pretty frequently. It's just a little too volatile for me. I realize I trade the Nas, and that's pretty volatile as well, but I haven't really watched any of the cryptos intraday. Oh, nice, Zipster. Nice. GG, Zipster. Yeah, see, now we're just chasing at this point if we try to get it. I mean, I do think you're going to see 190 get traded at least. Oh, nice combo. You caught that? All right. Nice job. Nice. I'm glad you guys are I'm glad you guys are catching the moves. Grumpy, you're halfway to funded now. Nice. Nice. It looks like a lot of you are going to be able to take tomorrow off. We do have Google and Tesla earnings at the bell tomorrow evening. So just keep that in mind. When we're trading Globex tomorrow night, that there could be some volatility, could be some big moves. Ricky, what was the big wick on the PM? Kev, are you going to hold to the death on that position? I don't like it. I think we're coming right back into 170. Feels like we're coming right back just to retrace the news. Now you got an order popping up here at 213. A Hunter block at 212.75. Just a little heat, Kev. I mean, if you consider 40 points on NQ, just a little heat. Sure. All right. We got 209 people in here now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. I missed my opportunity to hop on the short. I wanted the short from the low 240s. Wasn't able to get it. Oh, nice, Crip Walk. Looks like everybody's making money tonight. All right, they have pulled that 100 block at this point. Oh, there's nothing wrong with taking profits, Crip Walk, ever. Nothing wrong with taking profits. Z, it's got to be on your end. There's a 9 or 10 second delay on the stream no matter what. So just keep that in mind if that's the time difference that you're seeing. But I've got full signal on my internet. Justin, did you say full send? No, I didn't say full send. I still think we might have a little more downside to go. You know, you broke back below. You had the rejection at the level that you needed. May come back up here and retest like 226. Yeah, Kev, and how many of your how many of your indicators say sell? How many of your indicators say sell, Kev? Max is like, Kev, it's still less than 100 points. Just add. Oh, he will, Max. Don't tempt him. Thanks for the sub, JG. Appreciate you. Yeah, Mark. So I mean, it's not massive, right? But you have orders stacked through here. You have about 100. You have about 100 orders sitting right here at 200. But you also have 100 orders sitting right here at 220, it looks like. Maybe? Yeah. So you've got 100 block to either side of current price, split right now. Yeah, so, Mark, when you're looking at this, the lines that you see here are each price. And the darker the color on these lines, the larger the order. Like, so, red would be very large order, yellow would be middle-sized order, and then, like, white to grayish lines are, you know, probably less than 20. Yeah, we'll add till his profits turn blue. Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Oh my goodness. Mark, when it's like this, generally I wait for one to get filled and see what price does after it gets filled. in all likelihood, this is actually somebody trying to get into the market, considering it's at, you know, 3 separate price points. Knowing that this is probably not all going to get filled eventually when price does hit there the first time. Hey, thanks, Lenny. I'm hoping so too. I'm up $190 right now. I caught a little bit of the downside earlier. What are the blobs, Jack? So these are your aggressive buyers and sellers. Red is aggressive sellers. Green is aggressive buyers. In other words, market orders. Right? Like if I was to come over here and hit the market button on a live account, it would show up as a green bubble. Yeah, Brad, it got pulled. So I'm thinking downside at this point. Yeah, it's setting up. Justin, are you talking about on the right-hand side of my screen? Over here? Brad, and it's back, and it's gone. Yeah, they're just they're messing around. Someone's trying to magnetize the market back up. They have no intention of being filled. Justin, this is called Dom Surface on Quant Tower, but other people, it's also just like Bookmap. So if you don't have Quant Tower, check out Bookmap. I think Sierra Charts has a version of this as well on their trading platform. But this is Quant Tower's version of Bookmap. It's basically just a visual real-time representation of the DOM, is what it is. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, Brad, you can see it. Gotta love the spoofers. You thought its name was Gary? No, we call big block orders Paul, though. The spoofers. We do call him Paul. But it's generally if it's orders of 300 or more on the NAS. Steve. Yeah, it's Paul. We call him Paul. I have a hard time believing that they're going to leave this block at 200. So I'm feeling like this is just a move back up. For another dump is what I'm thinking. Collect some more sellers. What's up, George? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, there was, what was that? It was like 1,000 block today. Early. Yeah, George, there's been a couple. I caught a little bit of this move. And I tried to catch this move, but was unsuccessful. Those that were on before me had a great opportunity. Kind of got lucky with the news, right? But if you were long from 170 off support on 170, that was a huge move. All right, George. All right, here comes that leg down, it looks like. This should flush out and at least cover this candle down to 192, 193. News moves like this generally don't hold up. And the move back through those prices is generally equally as aggressive. What's up, Brainwash? How are ya? All right, let's... Come on. Come on, Price. Get to an area where I can pull the trigger. Would I consider this a bear flag? Not yet. Not yet. Generally, you want to see... We're just right in the middle of the range consolidating, in my eyes. I would consider higher time frame. You definitely have a channel, but now you're creating higher lows and higher highs. So you're basically just channel trading at this point. The bear flag would have been... This breakdown would have flushed. Right? Like it would have been this move would have actually just kept flushing if the bear flag was to play out. But now you're just kind of channel trading. No, I don't think so. I think it's going to flush it out. You have all those orders sitting right there at 200 and just above 200. That's the nearest draw. Oh, wait. They've dropped their orders down. You no longer have 100 orders resting there. All right, so maybe, I don't know what's going to happen now. Volume is out of the market completely. But it should come down and retrade at least low 190s at some point. I'd be shocked if it held above 200 and then pumped. Ruckit, I'm bearish right now. I'll need to see what happens here at 170 again. You know, like if we sweep the lows and reclaim and then start heading back up, I would think we're just going to trade within this range until New York open. So 170 to 270. What's up, Roman? On Descore, you have $17. What should you do right now? Feed yourself? Buy some food? Oh, nice, Roman. GG's. 2 more days for a payout on 2 accounts. Nice. Yeah, Discord, don't gamble it if that's all you got. That's for sure. Don't trade. Oh, come on, Naz. Don't do this to me. I had a good entry. Granted, it's my fault, but come on. What's gold doing right now? Is gold moving around? Nope, kind of sideways. Kind of sideways as well. Oh, guys. Roman, yeah, it was before I went live, though. Like, the P&L that you see down there on the bottom left of your screen was before I was live. And then I tried to be short from, like, 243. But I was on an account that's locked out currently. Is anybody in a position right now other than Kev? I know Kev's in a position right now. I know Kev's in a position right now. Descore, you have $20. What if you have $20, you shouldn't trade. Trader Matt. So I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4. I currently have 5 funded accounts. I have 2 with My Funded Futures. I have 1 with Top Step. I have 1 with Take Profit Trader, and I have 1 with Lucid. Oh, Rich Gomel. Okay, so you only have... Nice. How are you liking Trade Day, by the way? You're the first person that I know, or that said that they trade with them. That I know of. Trader Matt, I'm content with where I'm at. I'm content with where I'm at. I mean, I will add more, right? Like, if the opportunity presents itself, but I'm comfortable with trading 5. Oh, Descore, what should be your starting capital? I would say $2,000 minimum, and be okay with losing the $2,000. Chris, I haven't used Prop Shop Trader. That's another one that I've heard of recently that I don't know anything about. No, Mark, I really don't trade all day. I really just trade the first couple hours of New York session. In fact, prior to starting streaming during Globex, I never even traded Globex. But I'm literally like a 1 to 2, max 5 trades a day kind of guy. Robin, no, I'm not looking for a long right now. I'm actually looking for the pullback for another short entry currently. Yeah, Mark, like honestly, the key is just to once you go green, do not allow your account to go red. You know? Like I learned that a long time ago. I had so many days when I started trading that I would have massive profits. I'd be up like 16, $1,700 and I would end up giving it all back and then going red on the day. I just got tired of doing that. I was way over trading, trading, 20 trades a day. But this is what works for me, right? Like I took one trade today and made $700. I'll take a trade. I'll take another trade tomorrow during regular trading hours, and it might be $2,000. My targets are wide. You can kind of tell. If I'm trading gray level to gray level, there's what 80 points in between these two levels, and it pretty much would have been full target. Today would have been the same thing. I was pre-market. I was looking for an entry short from 350. First target would have been taken out at 300. That didn't work out. I didn't get this trade, so I entered short at 300, knowing that I had more targets to the downside to hit. I got trailed out of that trade too, but all of my targets got hit. So, I mean, the market likes to trade level to level. We know that. So if you are executing in the right areas, your risk is defined. It keeps you out of a lot of mess. You're not taking a ton of trades. What's up, John? How are ya? Mel, that's just chart time, unfortunately. Like I didn't start out that way. I started out by taking the initial entry and saying, okay, I'm just going to target 20 points and see how this plays out. And that's kind of how but then you just watch it happen time and time again. The market just trades level to level, right? Like, look at how clean this is, right? So you eventually learn to trust it, and just everything in the black. What I would do is I would consider, a no trade zone. Pretty much. The box defines my risk. Oh, Pasquale. Thanks for joining the Discord, by the way. Speaking of which, if you guys are new here, we do have a free trading community on Discord called Level Up. Link in the description down below the video. Feel free to join. There's lots of good traders in there. They're talking about their trades all day. Sorry, I'm just getting caught up on the chat right now. You're going to liquidate your long-term portfolio if that happens. Donk, I draw these levels on myself every day. Well, they're drawn on for... I've been doing this for a long time, but you can see how far back they go, right? So they're there. They continue to play. The only thing that I really do intraday, like each new day, is adjust them for current price action, right? Oh, nice, John. 6K day today? Jeez. Baller. Yeah, Lionheart, I'm with you. Like, the sideways action is not ideal right now. Right? We could just chop either side. Up to 230, maybe it's back into 240, fall back down to 220. I'm not liking what's happening. I would have rather seen this just quick straight flush to cover that whole news pump. Mr. Zone, are you on Quant Tower? Yeah, good point, John. Yeah, Mel, actually, John makes a good point there. When you're just starting out, you know, like working on support and resistance and trying to trade level to level, start with micros so that there's not as much risk on the table until you become a little more comfortable with it. I've been trading this way for nearly 3 years. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Okay, Mr. Zone, it's on your account info window. If you pull up your account info window, it should show all your active accounts. It's a little different with each prop if you're trading with a prop firm. What's displayed there. This is the My Funded Futures account info. So you just need to scroll down on that account info window. All right, we finally gonna flush 200. Like, let's go. Let's go, NQ. Let's move something. Let's do something here. I mean, sheesh. A half hour of straight sideways. Yeah, Mel, people do. Because it provides you the ability to hold runners. Right? And take off your core and lock in profits. So micros are a good way to start for sure. All right, here we go. Jack, I would start out with 2 to 3. That's where I would start until you feel comfortable scaling in and out of your positions. Yeah, 2 to 3 is where I would start. You can make really good money on 3 micros, but it'll allow you to hold through stuff like this, right? Like, say you were short from resistance up here at 250. You know, you take your core off on that first move. You move the 2 to break even. You allow the second one to run to the, 40 points or whatever. You take that off. And then you have a third runner that you can just let run forever. And then if price does get down to 170, you can pull that all the way down to almost 200 and let it ride if it wants to really get aggressive to the downside. So it's a good way to trade. I think that's how most people should start out trading. All right, we're right at that psych level 200 now. I have a feeling this whole move is going to get retraced. This whole upside. The one thing you guys will notice as you watch news events roll out as well for you beginners is a lot of times when there's news, not that it does it immediately like it's doing it right now, but aggressive straight up and aggressive straight down moves generally at some point through that same area do get retraced. Because straight up and straight down moves are not sustainable, right? They need to fill in that volume. So that's something to look for on your charts in the future. If you see an area that is just straight up or straight down, even on higher time frames, like say I pull up the 30-minute, this move was straight up. This move was straight up. What do you have corresponding? Straight back down. You know, it happens over and over and over again. Straight up, straight down. Straight up, straight down. Now, the timing of it, we don't know. Like, it could take a while for price to get back there. But that is something to look out for. All right, we got 234 people in here right now. Thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Unfortunately, I missed the trade that I really wanted tonight. I was trying to be short from mid 240s. Missed the trade. I did catch a short earlier from above 250, but got trailed out of that position as well on this little pullback. Well, how's everybody trading tonight? Let me know in the chat, actually. I know we got a lot of pretty good scalpers in our chat. So you guys are probably doing a lot better than I am this evening. Up 110 on the night. Nice. Down 115, Scott. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Jenna, you need to be done for the night. Oh, no. Short on gold from 34.45, George. Let's see here. Jesus, Royal Trades. You're up almost $1,300 tonight? Nice. Ryan up 105. Guys are killing it. Trader Matt up 1,200 on 2 accounts, but missed the big move earlier. I know. Me too. Me too. Me too. Then missed the big move to the downside as well. Rutkit, no, I don't have a video out yet. We're in the process of making one though, so it'll be out soon. It will be out soon. I've talked kind of briefly on these live streams about it though. I don't have a timestamp or anything or a specific date from the live streams where I've talked about it, but I will go over it on that video for sure. But we'll work on one here shortly. I've thought about doing it during a live stream. I was talking about doing it during a live stream, but it could become noisy. I would have to really condense it down rather than showing how I draw 20 levels on my chart. But maybe like a week's time span I could do, you know, starting with the weekly range, weekly highs, weekly lows. But in its simplest form, you're really just looking for where price has tested from the top side and the bottom side a lot. You know, like it's obvious this 170 area is support. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 straight holds on a 1 minute chart over the last 2 days at that level. The reason why we have that level there is because when price was there prior, got to go back a ways. Oh, geez, I got to go back even further than 3 days, apparently. Let's go back 20 days. But you can kind of see how it was acting as resistance here. You got 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 3 attempts, and then it turned it into support right back here as well. So those are the kinds of things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for price to test a certain area a lot. Is really what I'm looking at. In its simple form. Does that make sense? I would do it on a higher time frame chart than the 1 minute though, if you're looking to do something like that. And you can do this to any ticker, any symbol. Most symbols trade the exact same way. So just keep that in mind. But I would go to at least a 30-minute chart if I was doing it for like a week's time span. Shouldn't NQ go up? This is weird. No. NQ could go up. Should it go up? I don't know. We're way overextended still, guys, to the top side. Like, this is a ridiculous amount of buying. Right? You're going to have people taking profits at some point. We're at all-time highs. You've got big earnings coming up the rest of this week. So just keep that in mind. I do anticipate a pullback. The price can't sustain this kind of upside forever. Eventually, you're going to have profit takers. I've never seen the moving averages pointing straight up like this. And the entire time I've been trading, normally the slopes are more looking something like this, where you have waves. This is straight up with no wave. Yeah, we could, George, right? Like, there could be another leg up. But we've already started to see some selling pressure come in. This has started to roll over. Earnings play tomorrow night could do that. You know, if Google and Tesla don't come in with good earnings, that could definitely send us back below 23K. Keep in mind, we do have gaps that we've left behind all the way back here around 20K. So, generally, you want to see price. You want to see these moving averages closer to each other than what they are. I know, George. All-time high trading. It's tough like that. Just when you think it can't go higher, it goes higher. All right, it's 9 o'clock now. Quit chopping in this range. Like, let's go. What are we doing? Yeah, it'll be a rug pull. It'll be a rug pull. Alex, I think you'll see some action tomorrow afternoon. I think you'll see some action with, you know, institutions trying to position themselves for those earnings plays. Especially if somebody gets a lead on what those earnings are going to be looking like. There still should be some volatility tomorrow. Oh, you think this little leg lower was just manipulation? I don't know. Like I said, I think you gotta You're really looking at 225, 226 now. If you want, for me, that would be the long. I would want to see buyers get aggressive and reclaim above 220, 220 to 225. Paul, it's at the closing bell. Tesla and Google both report tomorrow. So tomorrow's Globex session should be good. Tonight was good because of Trump. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Well, Mark, your trade's working out so far. I'll say that. This is where I'd start to watch. Really all the way up through central pivot up here. Well, is that even really central pivot? Yeah, that is central pivot. All right, Asia 30-minute opening range is obviously set. We held the lows. Got to get through this volume for your long positions. There is a little bit of interest higher up into 35. I'm not sure what size that is. Let's see. So you've got orders layered in from 25 to 35. I mean, the interest is heavily flipped to the top side up here into 300. I mean, there's not a lot down here now. All the interest is higher. Aman, are you leaning short side? Thinking long? Yeah, I mean, all the interest is definitely higher now. Like before, it was stacked lower. Interest is definitely flipped on the dom to the top side. Brainwash, you want the NAS 100 on MetaTrader? Jared, that leans bullish. This is telling me that the large players in the market are thinking that price is going to go higher. Does that mean that price is going to go higher? No, not necessarily. But this is generally a good indication when it's this heavily imbalanced that price is going to come up here. They're always trying to seek out the most volume, the most liquidity, right? 956. So any orders that are on the books above current price are sell orders. Any prices below current price are buy orders. Now, whether these are longs exiting their positions or not, I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know they're sell orders. MetaTrader? I think a lot of brokers offer MetaTrader as an option, Brainwash, just so you know. Chat, anybody in the chat know Brainwash Cleaners an answer to his question for sure? Cuz I don't know for sure. I've never used MT5. WC, definitely not. My short bias is gone at this point. With the amount of interest that's higher. I would need to see orders start stacking in down here below current price. Man, Mark's got a banger going. That was quick. Mark, are you still in that position? That was a good call. All right, we're coming up on central pivot now. Let's see what happens. If you can get above central pivot clean, Mark, you're good up into 250 probably, brother, just to give you a heads up. Possibly even higher. I mean, obviously have your break even in to lock something in. I would probably have it at like, you know, 217 or so, right around here, 216. But if you can get through central pivot clean, there's no reason why price should stall here. I mean, if you're nervous about it, take the money. For sure. Oh, there you go, Brainwash. Gold Grinder says Nas is US Tech on MT5. I've never used MetaTrader, so I have no idea. Chat would know better than me. Nice, John. GG's. Powell Fibonacci is at 50%. I mean, I never use fibs. Never use fibs. I don't even know if I drew that right. Yeah, Romeo's like, I don't deserve this. I don't know. That just seems so noisy. There's so many levels. That seems so noisy. This looks so much better to me. This looks so much easier to read to me than a bunch of fib lines. Do like some of the only use the 50 and the 61.8? Okay, so two of them do have more weight, right? So draw it from here to here is what you're saying? So only these two areas. You're saying these two areas hold more weight? Nope, Brain, you're right. You can't lose taking profits. That's for sure. Yeah, this seems so noisy. Draw bottom to the top and see where his entry was. Hey, thanks, SK. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up button for me if you could. Let's hit the YouTube algo. Pretty sure we've hit the YouTube algo already. All right, ES needs to break through this level. If it can break through 57 and hold above 57, we're probably going to see a lot more topside. What's up, Discipline Trader? Demonte used the 50 and the one above and below for fibs. Yeah, I've never been a fib trader. The only time I've ever used fibs is when we're at all-time highs to try and find like possible confluence to locate levels. And I'll just take the last major leg up and draw a fib extension from swing low to swing high on that. I'm good, SK. I'm good. Just hit your 5th day on My Fun of Futures for a payout. Yes, nice. GG's. GG's, SK. Sarouge, you were long 23,165. Did we even get there? So you were long from this afternoon? Or is that a typo? You held through the close? You held through all of this? Pieter, you got central pivot right here at 233. From top to bottom. You know, really, when I'm drawing these things, really what I would be doing is probably something like this. Right? And I think this would be a little bit easier to read. Now you at least have some distance between it. All right, Dope Book Futures, thanks. I'll take it. I'll take the like. I mean, this seems a little more reasonable, right? So it came back to the 50%. It rejected. So this is the level that it needs to get above for more upside. Is how I'm reading this, correct? Combo. Which prop firm is my favorite? I don't really have a clear favorite, right? They all have their pros and cons. The one that interests me the most right now is actually Lucid, which is brand new. They've been around for 3 months maybe. But the reason that they interest me the most is because of the ability to hold swing positions. That's something that's a little bit different that I don't see other props really doing right now, that I think some of them should. You can draw a fib from top to bottom of each move, and you will see a lot. I know there's a lot of fib traders out there, so it makes sense, right? There's going to be a lot of volume because a lot of people use them. But yeah, SK, do I have a code for it? Yes, I do have actually. It's in the description of the video, in the description of every live stream. Yeah, feel free to use it. DeMonte, most live accounts allow swings after a certain dollar amount. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any props that allow that currently. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen any that have that stated anywhere. Lucid actually has it stated. Self-fulfilling prophecy equals fib and pivot. You will get a play at those levels. Yeah, Brainwash, that's kind of why I do what I do at all-time highs, where I just take prior major leg high and go from low to high on that leg and draw the fib extension, set the pivots, and see where everything's kind of roughly lining up. Yeah, Brainwash, like the pivots play. You're all good. Caps locked. You're all good. Top step now allows swing once you're live. Oh, Arkham, I didn't know that. I don't really, like, I don't keep up with all the updates with all the props. I'm really bad about it. I kind of just stay in my own lane and trade how I trade and just roll with it. So my prop firm knowledge is still stuck in 2022 for the most part. Unless it's a newer prop that I've investigated. Justin, so your pivots right now, you've got central pivot at 233. You've got R1 pivot at 359, S1 pivot at 23,100. You've got R2 pivot all the way up here at 23,492.75. R3 pivot is all the way up here at 23,618. But you can see where all the pivots are. It's the gold lines, and then the gray line is central pivot. Oh, thanks, Brainwash. Yeah, it works for me, right? Like, some people get bored with it. My trading is kind of boring. I don't have a lot of executions. I wait for price to come to me, and then I execute. But my targets are wide, and my risk is well defined, right? Like it's what works for me. There is a guy, Harry, there is a guy YouTube that does... A guy YouTube that does what? Okay, example. Take a look at the big bull candle. I guarantee if you fib that, price pulled back roughly 0.618. Or just a bit past. You're talking this candle? The 1 minute candle here? Or the 5 minute candle? Oh, there's a guy on YouTube that does prop firm updates. Okay, Harry. I gotcha. Goldilocks. So, price actually on the retracement pulled back, pulled past the 76.4. But if you go all the way up to the entire up move, that's still way up there. Oh, you use bodies, not wicks? Yeah, even still. Even still. Yeah, I don't know. That's just too much. That's too much noise for me. It's too much noise. You guys are way better at reading those things than I am. You guys are way better at reading those things than I am. Because I mean, how many times? Answer me this: how many different times throughout RTH, even the morning session, do you draw those? Are you drawing them off every little major minute chart swing? You know, I don't. People use them in so many different ways that you're gonna get so many different prices. Where people are saying the fib for this is here, the fib for that is there. Ruckit, it's standard. It's standard. I think it's open, high, low, close times 3 is what people use it. Let's see. Yeah, it's just default. Quant Tower really doesn't have... So classic calculation, I guess. I don't know what that means though. Right? You can use Camarilla, you can use Fibonacci, you can use Woody or DeMark on Quant Tower, but I just use classic. Okay, Jenna, so you typically draw yours on the 15 minute. Oh, cheers, Ruckit. Of course. You draw yours on the 15 minute, but don't change it throughout the day. You draw, Tim, you draw them on the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. Okay. Grumpy, you just use a guide at 1 hour, then look for entries on lower time frames in those areas. Okay. Pablo, you just saw a new 10x fund. No eval, paid right away, but 10% drawdown. They match 10x. Yeah, that almost sounds like static accounts that a lot of the props have, where where you start with like $500 drawdown or whatever, but the drawdown never like trails really. I mean, guys, so you guys that use Fibonacci levels. So I basically just look at candle structure, like higher time frame candle structure, market structure, and that's how I determine my levels. Would you tend to agree that the areas where I have my levels are pretty good areas to execute from? With no fibs drawn. You know? Yeah. Like I literally that's all I do. With no fib drawings, no nothing. Just look at candles. Where price is tested from the top side, where price is tested from the bottom side, market. It eliminates for me the confusion of, okay, so where do I draw this fib from? Grumpy, they look cool. No, it just made it simple for me to define my risks. Right? Like that's why my charts look the way they do. You know, they kind of look lined like a almost like a football field. Okay, you'll see some spooky confluences though with fibs. For example, right now, if you draw from the top to bottom of that last down leg, the 0.618 level is exactly with the volume profile. Yeah, Moxie, the only issue I have with fibs is like we just noticed it in the chat, right? Like everybody's drawing them from different spots. Everybody's using different time frames. Everybody's just drawing them from different spots. So there could literally be a fib level everywhere on the charts, no matter what you draw. Like I could make my fib drawing line up with how the market's moving at any given point, draw it from wherever. That's why it confuses me. Like if you found something that like an exact science of how to draw them, I would agree with you. Then fine, use them, right? Like if they're consistently working, use them. But for me, everybody draws them differently. There are auto fibs, Tommy? Oh, okay, Goldilocks. So you're using price action pretty much. Chart patterns. Yeah, it's the same thing with almost every indicator that I've found, right? Like, people use, what do they use? The 921 crossover a lot? Oh, yeah, Paul. So that'll be Sunday nights. So Sunday night will be chat trades. That account's still alive. Oh, 100%, Mike. I agree 100%. Right? Like, this is what works for me. It's simple. Like I said, my take profits are large generally. My risk is pretty small per trade. I know when I'm wrong relatively quickly. And it's what works for me. So pretty simple support and resistance is how I trade. Hey, Chris. Have a good night. The fibs are one with the universe, Grumpy says. Oh, Goldilocks, so you're a little more active. So you have more executions than me, is what you're saying, yeah. What's up, Darth? You like tonight more than last session, for sure? Yeah, most people do. Most people have liked tonight. Yeah, Tim, I mean, I'm kind of stuck in my ways at this point. Hey, thanks for the sub, Bartolo. Appreciate you. I'm kind of stuck in my ways at this point with my trading style. It's what's worked for me. Those people that have access to my pre-market trading plans, those are usually out an hour before market open, and they can tell you kind of how I'm seeing the market and how I trade going into RTH, and how accurate I am. You know? Okay, Wes, enjoy the session, but gotta run and get some sleep. All right, Pieter, enjoy your evening. Yeah, Goldilocks, I'm the same way. Justin, the only people that can see them are the YouTube channel membership purchasers. So the people that pay $5 a month right now. It was my way of incentivizing channel membership purchases because YouTube loves that for whatever reason. Probably because they get a big chunk of it. But it was a way that I could pay it back to those people that do support my YouTube channel on that level. But you don't have to purchase it. I'm not sitting here pushing a sale on you, right? But that was the perk for those people that do. Later, last gig. But like today, for instance, I pulled it over earlier, but I'll pull it over again. This is kind of what they look like. Right? This was this morning, posted at 8:31 a.m. So my key level was 23,360. As long as price was trading below, I was looking for a short from 350. The high of the day today was 349.75. And then I have my short side targets with a picture of my levels and everything that's going on. So I post this every morning. Oh, Grumpy, nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are finding value here, right? That's the whole point of the channel. I don't think you should have to spend thousands of dollars in order to learn how to trade. I just don't. I mean, I get the people that do, right? Like, they have valuable information. But a lot of what's out there is garbage. You end up spending $3 grand, which you can learn in 5 minutes, and then they still don't give you the whole answer. You know? Like, they'll say, oh, we need more money out of you to get that next answer to that question that you have. Or, yeah, it's really slimy. It's either that or pay to live trade with people. I just don't, that's just not me. You know, I don't think it's right. I remember when I was starting out trading, it really sucked. It really sucked going through that. Oh, Yasir. So I'm looking for a few different things, right? Like, obviously, if we have, like, this level's surrounded with overnight lows and there's yesterday's lows and all that other stuff. This actually hasn't updated yet. But I'll look for, like if price wicks above, like, say price comes up here and actually trades 270, right? What I'll look for is a sweep above, a pullback with aggressive buyers not able to push price higher and hold above that 270 level, and price to reject, and aggressive sellers to step back in below 270 for a short. So like a wick and reclaim below the level. Similar thing to the top side, or for a long position. I'll be looking for like price to break and retest. So in this case, it would have been a bull flag setup. Flow state when you run your... TN. I would... I don't know if I would hold overnight. I would want to see a clean break above 270. Like, come up here and grab all these orders that are resting above. And then see what happens on the pullback into 270. But that's just me. If you can get there before you go to sleep, I would say move a stop in below 250 and let it ride. That would be me. You know, if you're long from 210 right now, that's a good entry. That one's tough to give up. You do have the current week's point of control sitting right here at the mid 250s as well. But I don't know. That's up to you. That's entirely up to you. Obviously, don't take it based on what I'm saying, but that's what I would do in that position. Yeah, Tommy, I kind of feel like we range out overnight. You might get looks above. There is a lot of interest higher, though. Like, if you look at this DOM, the interest is definitely stacked to the top side. I think I'll take half and move break even. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I do think you get a little bit higher, right? Like, I do think price goes higher at this point. I mean, you've got a pretty good, well-established channel here. Higher highs, higher lows. What's up, Andres? The chat's trading better than me this evening. I'm up $190, though. Well, what am I up? 185 after commissions? Yeah, 185 and change after commissions. Yeah, combo. That, I mean... I don't know. I guess it all depends on how far back you go. Right? The chart can look like bull flag or bear flag no matter what. Mamba, so it's in a private channel on Level Up Discord. It's for channel member purchasers only right now. It's kind of the perk that they have for supporting my channel on that level. It was the only thing I could think of to reward those people for doing that. So unfortunately, they're not free access for everybody right now. Which I hate doing, but I had to think of a perk for channel members. That was the only thing I could think of when we set it up. But we kept it real cheap, so really one trade from those. Yeah, Mamba, you won't be able to unless you're a YouTube channel member. Not just a subscriber, but a channel member. What's up, Mason? Yeah, you don't have to purchase a channel membership, obviously. That was just the perk that I could come up with off the top of my head. But I tried to keep it as cheap as possible, right? So, and it was a way that I could pay it back to those people that do it. So if you join, how does your Discord change, Justin? What do you mean? Like your name? You'll have a WE logo next to your name if you purchase a channel membership. But if you join Discord, so you can kind of tell who Who's channel members? They all have the WE logo next to their name and colored names here. And on Discord, you'll have the WE logo next to your name, and you'll have access to those trading plans each morning. Yeah, channel members right now are actually typing. So that's what your name will look like. All right, we got 240 people in here right now. Wow, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Allah, I'm not sure if TradingView has a heat map on it or not. I do know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Chat, do you guys know if TradingView has Bookmap or DOM Surface or something similar? I know Sierra Charts has one. Quantower has one. Bookmap obviously has one. Okay, it doesn't. And Top Step sucks. I've never used Top Step X myself, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Allah, I do know there's a Bookmap channel on YouTube that you could go to. But you're going to have delayed data. It's going to be, I don't know, 15 seconds behind. Hey, Ride the Wave, welcome. Just lurking in the background? How you been, brother? Yeah, Bookmap is kind of expensive. Quantower's all-in license. Like, if you want all the features on Quantower, well, first of all, if you have a personal account and a broker, they should give you a full license to Quantower, but you can purchase individual licenses on Quantower for relatively cheap, like 20 bucks a month or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much Bookmap costs either. Hey, TN. You're out of the position. GG's. Nice trade. Nice trade. Enjoy your evening. Andres, the full license on Quantower is $70, I believe, without. But you can purchase individual licenses within that as well for like $20 a month or something like that. Like, I think to get DOM Surface, that license is $20 a month, but you will need level 2 data as well. Yeah, Goldilocks, I think you're right. Like, Bookmap, that... What is going on? Hunter block sitting at 44, just below 45. But see, that's the kind of stuff you're missing out on without level 2. You would never know that that block just popped up. It's on a 5-second delay? Okay. Did that get filled is the question. Oh, nope. Did it get filled? Yeah, it did get filled. Or got a partial fill. All right. Paul is around, guys. Paul is in the building. We have a 407 block at 241. Paul has arrived. Yeehaw, Andre says. Oh, nice, Alejandro. Alejandro, make sure that you link your YouTube account to your Discord profile. There is a tutorial, like a 2-minute long tutorial on YouTube. If you just search how to do that, and you'll have access to my pre-market trading plans. If you can't figure it out, just DM me on Discord, and I will manually take care of it for you. But thanks for the support, Alejandro. Appreciate you. Combo's like, caught a bull flag. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. No, Roman, I don't think there was any news there, right? DeMonte, it's not the book is empty. The book is actually more full than it's been in a long time. You got a 400 block sitting at 241. So it just looks like the book is empty. Because this is dwarfing everything else on the books currently. All right, guys. So our sub goal by the end of the week, by the way, we're going to go for 2.5K by the end of this week. That is going to be our goal. So if you're lurking in the background and haven't subscribed to the channel yet and want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, I can't thank you all enough for the support and the encouragement and the love and the value that you guys provide for me as well. Both entertainment and trading wise. I can't thank you enough. We're on this incredible ride together, and it's overwhelming. Still in shock, still in disbelief. I don't know that I'll ever get used to it, but like I said, I can't thank you all enough. None of this is possible without you. I'll continue to preach that. You guys are the rock stars here. Hey, what's up, Prashanth? How are you? DeMonte, that 400 block is just me and my 40 accounts. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, there's definitely is a 400 block chilling below. For sure. Whether that... there's no way that much gets filled on first test. So we'll see what happens if price does pull back into that. Oh, Prashanth, nice. Nice. GG's on the payout. Good thing you got the gambling out of your system. Yeah. Yeah, patience is key in trading. Mamba, once you sub, you would get some kind of email to join the chat? No? Mamba, you're subscribed already. If you're talking about like joining as a channel member, what's up, Richard? If you're talking about joining as a channel member, it wouldn't be you would receive an email. It would be you just need to link your YouTube account to your Discord profile. Obviously, be a member of the Level Up Discord community, and that will grant you access to my pre-market trading plans. Goldilocks, you just like my attitude and character? Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for the kind words, Goldilocks. I'm just being me on these things, guys. I don't know how to be anybody else. But you see a lot of garbage online. Yeah, Mamba channel member. Yeah, so if you click join on the Discord or on your the link to this video, it'll have you pay $5 a month or sign up for a $5 a month payment. Then all you would need to do is link your YouTube account to your Discord profile, and you would have access to those pre-market trading plans on Level Up Discord. If you do it, just let me know. I should get a notification if you do it. But if you're having trouble figuring it out, just DM me on Discord and I'll take care of it for you. It's not really that difficult to do. Yeah, cheers, Mamba. Jared, it's so seldom when I trade ES. I might place one trade a month on it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's majority in Q for me. It's just what I know the best. Every now and then I'll place an ES trade. But yeah, it's mostly in Q. Prashanth. Oh, you're good, Prashanth. We're actually in a level right now. I'm thinking about trying a short from 250. I don't know if it'll be just for a scalp targeting this big block down here. I'm kind of waiting to see if it wants to spike up one more time. All right, we're starting to see some sellers. If I can mobilize the viewers to keep buying. I don't think the viewers want to keep buying right now. If you're long from the lows, you're in a good spot. This is a pretty big order to... This is a pretty big order. That 410 block is still sitting there at 241. So you probably trade back into that. I just thought we would... I thought they would try to keep price up and not just simply reject right above 250. I thought it would at least sweep up here into this low volume area, and then we might get the sell-off. I didn't expect it just to hit a wall here. Yeah, Tommy, I don't think there is yet either. I kind of think we have another leg up. I mean, ES is at R1 pivot right now. But it's just not moving down. It's not moving down quick enough for me to get in. I think they're probably going to come down here and trade this 241 without really giving a good, solid entry. You got current session point of control sitting right there. You've got that 400 block sitting at 41. That seems to make sense. Have we posted any glizzies tonight, by the way? No, not on NQ. The ES glizzy wow, the ES actually caught a good one. Full target, too, relatively quickly. Did the YM post? Oh, the YM caught it as well. Full target. RTY caught it as well. RTY is printing one currently. So everything but the symbol I'm watching hit a glizzy tonight. All right, we got 250 people in here currently. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. If you're new here, my name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. I live stream a portion of my trading day every Globex session, starting at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard. Feel free to come and join and hang out. Chat's always vibing. The better traders than myself in the chat, actually. But thanks for tuning in. Wow, we got almost 260 people in here now. But if you want to support the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. This ride that we've been on has been unreal the last few months. Can't thank you all enough. We're approaching 2.5k subs as well. That's a big milestone for us. YouTube is a grind, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Justin, I would stay out of the short right now. They pulled that order. That 400 block is gone, and they're moving it down. I think we might get one more surge higher. I could be wrong, but I feel like we're going to get one more surge higher. You can see a bullish flag on the hourly on the Nas. I mean, this is the 30-minute. But yeah, Rutkit, Paul does want to lure it down. 100%. I don't see a flag at all right now. To me, this is a bearish flag that's trying to form right now, right? Like, you have the leg down. But that's just not very clean. Try on the hour. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a channel to me. I'm not seeing any flag patterns. Nothing clean, at least. Yeah, Tommy, I'm kind of with you as far as the bear flag is concerned here on the hourly. Yeah, Steezy, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, like, if you're a chart pattern trader, this is kind of where I would be looking at, right? You'd be looking for a rejection around this 270 area and the break below this bottom trend line. You'd wait for price to retest it for the drop. That's kind of what I would be looking at. I realize it's kind of messy with my levels on there, but... What's up, Indian Burn? How are ya? Yeah, Goldilocks, like I said, I'm kind of leaning downside. This is the first sign that we've seen recently where sellers had real conviction, right? And it could just be buyers taking profits. Like, that's what this down move today could have been. But it's the first time that we've seen real... Mark. Oh. No, Mark. Green is green, brother. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, if you... secure profits. Always secure profits. But this is the first sign that we've seen out of sellers that, hey, maybe they want to start taking control a little bit of this market. Whether they do or not, it might take a day or two, but that could very well come with earnings tomorrow night with Google and Tesla. So, we'll see what happens. Hey, thanks for the sub, Easy Trades. Appreciate you. And guys, we're at 24.38 right now. As far as subs go, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Paul is doing his magic right now, guys. He's trying to work his magic. All right, we now have 265 people in here. Numbers are climbing the later we go. Yeah, this is feeling more and more, guys, like we are going to be stuck in this range all night. So now, honestly, if you're not already long from these lows, the swing low, the only long position that I see at this point would be a clean break above 270 up into 300, the pullback, and the hold above 270 for your long up into 350-ish. You know, retrace a lot of this sell-off. At least that's what I would be looking for. ES kind of rejected that R1 pivot at 63.60 right now. So the ES would need to get above that and be holding above that. NQ would need to be holding above 270. So risk to reward wise, the short is the better option right now. Pump higher. Brains like pump higher. Hey, thanks for the sub, RTH Media. Appreciate you. Tommy ES is 50% into an inverse fair value gap. What's the difference between an inverse fair value gap and a fair value gap? I don't understand these ICT things. Both run through. So now there are two gaps. Tommy, are there just gaps all over the charts? Yeah, Steezy, I'm kind of with you on the downside. I know everybody's super bullish right now, but the rug pull is going to happen at some point. We are going to see some downside. Probably at least another retest of 22.8 at some point. 22.780. Starting to see some exhaustion in the buying. Gap is just your teeth. All right, pull the order again. Is it gone now? Did Paul disappear completely? Looks like Paul disappeared completely. Well, 250 apparently was the short. The 9:45 a.m. candle and the 11:45 to 12 p.m. candles are the gap candles. Draw a box from them, and that's where we are. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. To me, we're just trading in between support and resistance, right? Like, because from what I understand, right, fair value gaps are just imbalances for the most part, right? Is what I'm thinking. From what I know. Yeah, yeah, Ruckhead. Okay. So, like, areas of low volume for the most part. Single prints. We almost got 300 people in here tonight, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Like I said, if you're new here and want to support the channel, my name is Wes. I'm a full-time futures trader. Oh, what just happened over here on my DOM? All right, well, all the large orders are gone at this point. So, yeah. It's where market moves too quickly, leaving orders behind. Revelation Industries. Yeah, I don't know any like ICT concepts, right? The only thing that I'll say about ICT, right? Brilliant marketer, first and foremost. Brilliant marketer. But if you find success using some of his concepts, by all means use them. I'm not going to be anybody to tell you no, don't you? That's not right. You know? Use what works. If that's what gets you to recognize price movement and patterns, by all means, use it. Revelation FVG is about the only ICT you need. He's so angry, Grumpy. Who, ICT's so angry? Yeah, I think the short side is the play, guys. So if you caught the shorts from that 250 area on NQ, or actually just shorted the pivot at 63.60 on ES, you're in a good spot, I think. I do think we retrace the tariff announcement news and probably trade back into 170 at least. Question is where do you find an entry now at this point? I have support on ES at 63.57. Really 63.53, 63.54 is the bottom of that support area. Fernando, your issue with ICT is because he's not honest. Yeah, you find a lot of that in the trader space, unfortunately. A lot of people selling mentorships, signal services, courses. That's just part of it. You know, they found there's gullible people out there. You know, and unfortunately, newer traders are the most gullible. So they're trying to capitalize on that. I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with it at all. Yeah, Stacks, I agree. Like, everybody has to find a strategy that suits their personality, their trading style, right? That they can easily identify. And that's how they should trade. regardless of what everybody else is doing. You got to find what works for you. You know, my trading's extremely boring. I'm waiting for price to come into these areas, find a read. Unfortunately, there just wasn't anything here that was telling me to short at the time, other than a 400 block sitting, you know, 8-9 points below that level. So I couldn't get in there. But yeah, everybody just needs to find what's... the Market Eagle, yeah, I'm expecting another retest of, so today's lows, which was actually previous all-time highs, right? Like if we zoom out onto, like, say a 5-minute chart, this will give us a better look. What we did today, obviously the levels are different, was tested these prior all-time highs right here and almost gave a perfect bounce off of it, right? This was previous all-time highs here. We basically came right down to it today and bounced it. I mean, you took what, 4 points of drawdown if you took that prior all-time high bounce? And technically you would probably still, well, you might have taken profits up here at 250 to 270. But there would be zero reason to get out of that long position had you just known where that was on the charts today. I did have a level there today, but I moved it down tonight because I do think if we come back down there, we do at least sweep below there. I don't know. We'll see. We probably go a little bit sideways tomorrow until the afternoon when you have bigger players positioning themselves for those earnings plays. Yeah, Goldilocks. I mean, you're right. Good trading does look boring at the end of the day. You know, there are certain people who are really good at scalping and can place 20, 30 trades a day. They've just mastered a strategy and can execute it. I'm not one of those people. My brain doesn't click fast enough. So I have to do something that's a little more boring. But it works. Yeah, the Market Eagle. Today was the first time where I saw a sign that was like, hey, okay, we need to stop looking for the buy the dip. Today was the first time I could see it pre-market. And I saw it pretty clearly. So I wasn't looking for longs today. I was actually looking for shorts off the open. But we finally saw signs of the market kind of showing exhaustion on the buy side. And it kind of happened on the overnight last night. Yeah, Charles, that's kind of where I'm leaning. I do want to see above 270 get traded. You know, we have all this stacked orders all the way up into 300 and above a little bit. I don't know if all this gets filled. I do want to see one more push higher, run the overnight highs up here, and then see what happens. See if there's some absorption above, up into 300. Maybe some of the options guys would be able to see that. Like, I know Albu in our Discord, the other founder of our Discord, he's an options level guy, a Gex guy. So he's got all those options terminology and everything going. So I lean heavily on him for as far as what's going on the options chains. Oh, Roman, we're just kind of channel trading, ranging. There's no entry in here. You're risking chop at this point. What is going on? Why are huge orders popping up out of nowhere? Okay, 100 block. Never mind. 100 block gone. 100 block there, 100 block gone. Just that quickly. That's so crazy. Oh, I hate spoofers. Yeah, Steezy, like, the swings were good. The swings were really good. The news pump, I wasn't at my desk for that. I tried to get short from low 250s initially, but got trailed out. For, what, 9.5 points? I'm up $185 on the session after, yeah, DeMonte, it's illegal to spoof. Yeah, it happens, though. It happens. Because there's no way to prove it. Right? They could say, well, I wanted to get in, but then I didn't want to get in. Like, even if they could peg exactly who it was, there's just no way to prove it. Scott, I got my news from the chat. I'll be 100% honest with you. I got my news from the chat because it happened when I wasn't at my desk or live. It happened before I went live. So I didn't even have the charts open at that time. Yeah, Scott, you can use either Benzinga or Financial Juice. The free version of Financial Juice is kind of lagging. I'm sure Benzinga is too. Yeah, Darth, that's exactly right. When I started getting tagged by People's Profits or DM'd, I knew something was going on. Yeah, Yasir, if it's on that level, I can see that happening. I can see them tracking that down if it's on that kind of level. But on the levels that we're seeing right now, there's really no way to track it. Because right now, even if they put it out there and it gets traded, the whole order's probably not going to get filled. There's probably not enough opposite side orders to fill that entire order. So what you'll see is like 5 to 10 of those actually get filled, and then you'll see another block pop up higher or lower, depending upon which direction they're trying to trade in. His story's quite funny. Dude was just trading from his bedroom at his parents' house. Easy trades. Yeah, I did. I took one earlier tonight. I got trailed out of it, though. I was short from 250, just above 250. But I got trailed out of it. I didn't catch the big move. And since then, there really hasn't been anything that I like. I was thinking about the short from 250 again when we were up here. But there just wasn't anything on the books to tell me that I was going to get anything more than a 7-point move. Especially with the interest higher at that point, at this point in time. So, yeah, I'm not easy trades. I'm not one of these guys that's executing a whole lot. I'm a 3 to 5 trades a day kind of guy. Just to give you a heads up. I know you're new here. What's up, Robert Noah? How are ya? How was your trading session? Yeah, I'm not one of these, hey, I'm copy trading 20 accounts influencer type people. I'm not throwing account balances in anybody's face. We're just here to hang out, have a good time, talk trading, a place to learn, free education, you know. Trading can be lonely and boring. Wait, you were in the emergency room yesterday, Tim? Everything okay? Oh, you're about 2 to 3 trades? Nice, easy trades. Yeah, that's good. Good trading looks boring. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? Like, every now and then we'll get trolls in the chat that are like, less talky, more trades. It's like, well, what exactly would you have me take in this? Memadali, my P&L, it's in the bottom left-hand side of your screen. So my daily P&L for the Globex session, I'm up $185. We'll see what happens if price pushes up. Oh, cheers. I try. Sometimes I butcher names, though. So I'm happy that I got that right. Yeah, you made me very happy with that. Easy trades. You took your wisdom teeth out earlier today. How are you feeling? Don't trade high. For those of you that are new here, if you'd like a free trading community where you don't feel the need to, you're a little woozy. Oh no, don't trade. We do have a free trading Discord. It's called Level Up. Link in the description down below. Lots of good traders in there. If you want to join and hang out and talk trading during the trading session, feel free to join. Link in the description down below the video. We aren't selling you anything. It's just a nice chill place to hang out. Lots of traders hang out in the voice chat over there all day, share their screens, talk about trades. It's a cool place. A 50-pound bag of chicken feed fell out of the overhead at work, hit you on the side of the head, messed up your neck. You feel like you had a 3-martini lunch all day? That sounds horrible. Memadali. So I only have one account with Top Step. I've got 2 funded accounts with My Funded Futures. I've got 1 funded account with Take Profit Trader, and I've got 1 funded account with Lucid is the newest one that I'm trying out. Easy trades. Yes, I trade. I don't live stream though. I don't live stream during RTH. Grumpy trading is safer. Yeah, it sounds like it. A bag of chicken feed falling? Yikes. What's the reason for the diversity of the props, Memadali? Just trying out different stuff. So, like, some of them have, like, better structure for their fundeds, for their funded accounts. Others are quick to pass and cheaper. So it's a matter of just trying them out. You know, kind of like spread your risk out. Oh, Tommy, yeah. Yeah, it's difficult to trade and stream at the same time, especially if you want to be engaged with the chat, like when your chat has questions and you really want to answer everybody and make sure that everybody feels heard. It's very difficult to trade and stream at the same time. Very, very difficult. Your wife was more upset you were trading at the hospital than the bag hitting you. I can see that. I can see that. You won the trade, Tim. You made money on that trade. Nice. Did you put it right in her wife's face and say, "Look at how much money I made"? Hey, thanks for the sub, Rookie Go Crazy. Appreciate you. Thanks for the sub, K9 Trader. Rookie Go Crazy. So what we're looking at is the Nasdaq futures currently. What about SoFi? Yeah, I don't trade individual tickers. Just to give you a heads up. I'm a futures trader, mainly the Nasdaq. Occasionally I'll trade the ES, the YM, the Russell. We look at gold from time to time, but I'm a futures trader. I don't want to say we. Other people might trade individual tickers that are in the chat, but I'm a futures trader. I tried going the whole options route. For those of you that are new here, it just wasn't for me. Too much to pay attention to. The Greeks confused me heavily. Although I guess with 0 DTE now, it's a little bit different. But I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable on the index futures. I know what I'm looking for. Yeah, Tommy, exactly. Like, it's so much better than trading options. It's so much easier. Like, if you're a good options trader and you can dissect all that. But man, there's so much to pay attention to. Oh, Austin, I agree with you. I agree with you, right? Like, understanding options is key. But you can trade futures without understanding it. All right, you've got everything that you need. But it will give you an edge, for sure. 100%. Yeah, easy trades, exactly. Futures is so much easier. Tommy, you catch one overnight trade and you're hooked. Like when I first started streaming during the overnight session, the market was moving kind of like it does tonight, right? And I was catching 50-point trades on the Nas, what felt like pretty consistently. And then the last 3 weeks, the market has just died. It's kind of like traded like it is right now, where it's just kind of going sideways in a 10-point range, 20-point range. Hey, thanks for the sub, Marco. Appreciate you. Wow, guys, we got all sorts of people joining late night tonight. Yeah, Jared, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right, Jared. West Coast folks. Oh, yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. It's like, what, 740 on the West Coast? Probably Australians as well. Australia, New Zealand, Asian markets. Yeah, I guess it is still light outside there. I didn't think about that. Washington, Jeff, yeah. So all the West Coast people? Oh, Austin, I know. I know. Bring it on down. Bash is live. You're down bad on your funded. You don't know how to play it. Like what? Define down bad. Bash is live. Oh, John, because there was just nothing here. I tried it over here. Like that's why you see that I'm up a little bit. But this, I kind of wanted the sweep higher at that point. there was nothing really definitive other than a 400 block sitting at 41 when price was up here. There's nothing there for me. So I don't just see like C-box, trade box kind of deal. I wait for confirmation, other things to line up. Absorption or exhaustion in the buy or sell side. Stacked with where interest is resting on the DOM. Wick and reclaims type of stuff. I tried it, John. I just explained that. Short to yesterday's lows with a fake account, Nate says. Later, Grumpy. Tubby, before 40 a.m. in Germany and nothing else to do? Well, guten Morgen. You think that's Dutch? No, it's definitely German, Darth. It's definitely German. Hey, the Market Eagle, enjoy your evening. Tommy's like, nah, I've been to Germany and you drink in the AM. Varsteiner? Oh man. All right, easy trades. All right, we kind of got a little bounce off central pivot, but I'm kind of expecting chop here. Where is ES at? ES is kind of... It held support. But it's looking like we probably just range out here, probably to London. Is what I'm thinking. Well, chat, any of you guys in a trade right now? Did anybody catch that 250 short? I was unable to. There just was nothing definitive here. $750, we're gonna get a move. So in 5 minutes is what you're saying, Tommy? 5 minutes, we're gonna get a move. I mean, interest is still to the top side, right? You have all this volume, all these orders stacked above. Even above 300, really. $247 and like watching paint dry. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I mean, you caught a good move. You caught a 20-point move to the downside, right? I probably would have moved my stop to just above central pivot at that point, so I probably would have been out of this trade no matter what. But yeah, the market has come to a screeching halt unfortunately. All right, y'all. Well, I'm probably going to end the stream there. I don't think I'm going to catch much of anything. Hopefully, you get an end-of-stream move here. I'm wrapping up the Globex session up $185 and change after commissions. I'm okay with that. You know, a couple hours of trading. Where else would I have made $60 an hour this evening? So I'm happy about it. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. There's still 260 people in here. If you're lurking in the background and haven't hit that subscribe button yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to support the channel. I can't thank you all enough. I will be back tomorrow evening at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard for another Globex session. It should be an active Globex session with Tesla and Google earnings at the bell. Good luck the rest of the way if you're continuing to trade. Trade safe, stay patient, and I will see you all tomorrow evening. Peace.